parenting on social media. I want us to stop with parenting on. In fact, social media in general. I found it. I could have done some stuff this weekend on, like, to promote this show, by the way, for example, or something else. I have a few other projects that I'm doing, but I decided no, I'm going to take a break, and I went outside. I had to work in the yard because I'm not working anymore, so we can't afford Alejandro. And, I got outside. The kids were outside. We played. They had a football game, and even when I came home at night, I didn't go immediately to social media, and it was good because a lot of times I find myself just getting too much into it, and social media has corrupted our minds so much. It got to the point where, like, my relationship, for example, it got to the point where I see, all those couples who, like, happy birthday to the best person a best friend could ask for, and all.
What about the I love us?
Why do you feel the need to do that?
Overcompensating?
Yeah, total overcompensating. And it almost got to the point where, because see, my wife and I aren't like that. And it got to the point where I had to stop myself and go, okay, no, you're crazy. Because I started questioning, well, Katie doesn't post stuff like that about me. Maybe she doesn't love me as much. And it fucks with your mind. It's stupid when, she tells me I love you all the time, in person, face to face. Parenting on social media. Josh sent me a screenshot of this. This is overkill.
So, and this is going to hurt Jennifer's feelings because I got this from James's wife. That
you didn't have to name anybody.
That's okay because she knows it's going to be her, and I didn't say her last name. And then she's going to be upset anyway. So I figured that if I'm going to piss her off, I might as well say her name. So it's just whenever you do it like 3 times a week, where you post. Little Johnny, and then you put what Little Johnny said, then me, and then what I said, and then what Little Johnny said, and it's like line by line the sentences that you said, and at the end it's like I'm exhausted and I don't give a shit what y'all had a conversation about. It's not funny, so
there's no payoff. Like I said, it wasn't like if you post a funny conversation, like I'll laugh, but it's just like an everyday conversation you have with your kid. Me brings Trey cookies for after school treat. Me stops at Jimmy Changa's to pick up Lola's backpack we left there. Let Trey get an ice cream cone. Me buys 2 of the 3 books Trey put on his wish list from book fair. Trey, when we finally make it home, can I ride my bike? Me, no, not today, honey. You have homework. We need to get dinner going, and you're super tired. Like, that's the conversation. Like, do you want to shoot yourself in the face or what?
I love you, Jennifer.
Yeah, I love you too. I don't even know you, but I love you.
Yeah.
But seriously, stop that.
Yeah, please. Just don't do it anymore. We've had enough. The other thing is that whenever you talk about other people's kids and how you would do if they were your kids, why? Guess what? They're not your kids.
Right.
Let it go.
Right.
If they're beating the shit out of your kids, I understand. But they're probably not beating the shit out of your kids. Let it go. Unless they're in your house doing that. Do you ever have that where you have kids that come over and they're being such assholes that you want to beat their ass because they're in your house?
No. Normally, when kids come over our house, they're pretty well behaved. And the same thing with my kids. When they're only assholes with me. They're not assholes. If they go to your house, they'd be cool with you. But they're dicks to me.
My kids and your kids, they get along for about 4 hours, and then they start to throw down a little bit.
I think that's with any kid. In fact, adults. Again, I bring up my wife. She's a perfect example. I know why she gets annoyed with me more than anyone else, because she even said, like, her best friend Allison. But if Katie went to stay at her house for 2 days in a row, after about day 2 or day 3, Katie's like, I've had enough. I need to go because you're getting on my nerves. Now, picture we've been together for 12 years. She hates me.
I do too.
Yeah, I know.
You're hard to like, though.
I am hard to like.
You make it hard to like you because sometimes you can be really good and fun to be around, but that's only like 1% of the time. So I don't know how she's done it for 12 years.
Oh my God, enough. You know? Oh my God.